Heads up, party people. You might be about to own SpaceX without ever buying a single share. Here's why. If you have a 401k, an IRA, anything that holds ETFs like QQQ or SPY, SpaceX is coming to your portfolio whether you invited it or not. Here's how it works. In plain English, QQQ and the SPY are funds. They automatically buy every stock on a list in the NASDAQ 100. Okay, so think of it like a varsity team of the stock market, right? Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, they're all on the team. Whatever gets added to that list, your fund buys it automatically, no questions asked. SpaceX cut a deal with the NASDAQ before they agreed to list there. A brand new rule written specifically for this IPO that puts SpaceX on that list within 15 trading days of going public. And that is, let's say, around July 7th. When that happens, over $600 billion in fund money has no choice. It has to buy SpaceX, not because anyone decided to, because the rules say so. So, okay, if you're still watching, that means you need to hear this, because what I'm about to tell you is the part of Wall Street that they do not advertise. Okay, smart traders already know the 600 billion forced buying wave is coming on July 7th. And now they're going to exploit it. And so here's how. They buy SpaceX right after June 12th, before the index inclusion. They let the forced wave buying, that forced buying hit. 600 billion, no choice. They sell into it, buy low, sell into the flood. That is the game inside the game, y'all. And here's the kicker. Once that forced buying is done, the mechanical support disappears. 600 billion has done its job. And what happens to the price after that depends entirely on whether SpaceX can actually deliver on a 1.77 trillion valuation. And we covered that back in T-8. That was the bear case. If you missed it, go find it. There's a link below right now. If you want to go to it, you can subscribe, and then you'll see all the previous reports plus today's report that I just released. So let me give you one more number that dropped this morning, Saturday, June 6th. SpaceX filed new paperwork overnight, revealing a $920 million a month Google Cloud deal. Let that soak in. $920 million per month. That's what Google Cloud's going to pay them. Okay, that's every single month. That's $11 billion a year locked in. Buried in that same filing, they handed $3.75 billion in shares to friends and family of the executives with zero lockup. Zero. Elon Musk himself cannot sell his shares for a year. His friends and family can sell on day one. At a typical 20% first day pop, the inner circle pockets $750 million overnight, 30% over before lunch. Look, okay, I'm not here to tell you to buy or not when it comes to SpaceX. I'm here to make sure you understand the whole game before June the 12th when it IPOs, because most people watching this right now had no idea any of this was happening. They just saw headlines, biggest IPO in history, 135 a share, Elon Musk, and they're ready to buy. But now you know what is exactly happening behind the curtain. Here's your calendar. Write this down. June 12th, SpaceX goes public. First wave of buying. July 7th, 600 billion forced fund money hits. Second wave. What do you do between those two dates is entirely your call. But now you know the game. All right, so this is T-6 days to IPO of the free SPCX report. That's the ticker, SPCX. One issue a day every morning, right up to launch. 6 days from now, the biggest IPO in history hits the market. I've been covering it every single day, so you don't have to figure it out alone. These reports I'm doing for free. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I think it's important that you understand what's up, just the stuff that matters. The link is below, and you could probably find it in comments, depending on, wherever you're watching this out in web world. Okay, so I'm going to go right now and work on tomorrow's report, and hopefully I'll be able to get that out first thing in the morning. I'm Jeanette Sims, and remember, trade thirsty, my friends.